Hypnotic Spectre.
The hippie. See, he's foil too.
He's foil too.
What is this shit?
So,
I don't
what are
know.
we doing today, Jens?
This thing.
Oh,
The
holiday cube.
This is not the Fiesta. Hi. This is a different Fiesta.
This is Kiora's really weird shell crab. Is she wearing crab skin?
I think she's wearing crab skin.
That's a bold fashion choice.
On the front page, like on the login page for this, I can't show you that because I'm logged in. But on the login page, they have Pelucranos. That's their showing off the cube thing, which is weird because like, why are you using Kiora and Pelucranos to show off your cube thing? But
Especially since it's like super cube.
this is the Hypercube.
This is the Siesta cube.
This is Cube 2. So this
What
is
a-
the Holiday Cube. For
So
those
we're gonna
familiar with the cube, this is the Power Cube.
Yeah, you can open Power 9 here. You can have your Moxen and your Lotus and your. We're going to first pick Goblin Electromancer.
I wouldn't first pick that over a Mox for a Storm deck.
No, they're not going to be in the deck. We're going to open like a bunch of crap, like a Through the Breach, and then Goblin Electromancer.
But yeah, this is a non-Fiesta stream for those who don't care about the Fiesta, which is I know a number of people.
We've got the Silent Veto.
Silent Veto.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any particular. I haven't played Cube in a while, so I don't have any particular leanings at the Mo.
Well, let's let the guards guide us. We'll see what our dumb plans are made available to us. What's the cube deck we've played the least, other than Storm?
I wouldn't even put Cube deck that on the least. I would put
I know every time we play normal blue-red, it goes tits up.
Yeah. But yeah, there's Tavern Brawls I'll have to do later too. Ethnobotanical.
Ethnobotanical. That's interesting.
But yeah,
the tavern. Yeah.
No, I was saying I don't know what deck we haven't played. You know, I don't.
There's like Bug. We don't play Bug a lot. But the Tavern Brawl is pretty fun. Most people play either Mage or Priest because it's very easy to have a 30-card deck in those colors, in those classes that are just all spells.
Right, there being no neutral spells makes it like I'm looking at Druid, but I like just because Starfire and Wrath are cyclers and you have the ramp.
Oh yeah, Starfire, yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
Starfire, not Starfall.
Yeah. Paladin is also very good.
Infinite Secrets.
A good, and the real thing that'll defines
Almighty
the decks.
Gnat.
Oh, the Gnat. I think the thing that really defines your deck is the two cards you pick that are not spells, because those are the cards that you've decided are powerful enough that you're basically playing half a card to play them.
Well, you're not playing half a card. You're making certain what the random roll is, or whatever.
Well, anyways, what did we open? Let's find out.
Well,
no Mox.
No Moxen. We do have Eldrazi Pelucranos, the person on the front cover.
We've got Mom.
Mom. We have some duels. We have some blue cards that are decent. Chandra and Elspeth.
Elsp, yeah. Big time Elsp. There's Greed Sun, Mystical Tutor, Venser. I don't think it's the Zuby Short Fang. Living Death is super cool.
Right. I'm looking at... God, what draws me in right now? What's got me? It's got its fingers in me.
I'm always inclined to play Mom because she's impossible to beat, but...
I don't know if that's, like, the thing here? Like, is that a first pick? Venser's fine, and I'm thinking about picking that just because of how powerful blue is in this format.
Just thinking that, pre-picking blue. I would think like either Mom, Elspeth, or Vincer, but
I don't know. The other one I was thinking on was, ooh, okay. Wow, Siege Rhino's around. Right.
hey, yep, Siege Rhino's here.
Um,
I'm so not used to seeing the original Kiki art.
I know. I actually really like the original Kiki with the, like, summoning a dragon in the background.
I do too.
So, no, nothing below the cut anymore. I'm, again, uncertain where to go here. There's nothing that draws me in a direction exactly. Like Riftwing Cloudskate would be like on point. Like
Yeah, Skate's on point. Thirst for Knowledge is good. There's things like Bone Shredder and Dark Rit that are just powerful on their own.
mm-hmm.
You can make the weirdest mono rock in the world if you combine Stick with Dark Rit.
Yeah, just a stupid rock that makes one.
Yeah,
Pick up Brimaz and go blue white. Hmm.
I like the Skate or the Bone Shredder. And I only like Bone Shredder because he's a Necrotol. Are you thinking about Hermit?
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Revelark. See,
I,
now we should have picked the Bone Shredder.
no. We're fine though. These are 2 power.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Godotha Forgemaster, hey.
See, it's funny because people say I want the stick, but there's 2 sticks there. Which one? Yeah, Kuldotha Forgemaster.
That's a silly guy. I know what I want to play. You just made me realize.
What was it?
Wormcoil Engine.
Ooh.
Wormcoil Engine is the Palaka Worm of Cube. We have not seen that guy in forever.
Yeah. Well, that's because Wormcoil gets first picked by whoever gets it. Like, you don't pass Wormcoil, he's colorless.
Yeah, well, so is Palaka Worm.
Well, Palaka Worm isn't colorless.
No, in his formats though. Like we saw him once.
I know.
Even pick him.
The temptation of Palaka Worm was strong there. All right, Revelark. Let's see what we can get to go with Revelark.
There's Skite to go with anything. There's Manowar to be on plan.
Like we're just the biggest jerks in the universe. Like bounce that shit, bounce that shit. I don't care, bounce your shit.
I think Skite might be the most powerful card here, though.
Fair, like Skite's good.
I think you could pick any of the cards in color and not go wrong here.
Fair.
The only card here that's a trap is Stacks.
Well, we just pick every card with bounce.
That seems like a fine. Well, Manowar is the only blue card in the pack. No way that thing's coming back. No way Skite is either. But
I'm gonna grab the Skite. Yeah, we don't want opponents to have the Skite because then we can't bounce anything.
Well, you could bounce Skite. Hey, we're doing that plan again.
Yeah, also, Mana Leak, also Wall of Omens. Honestly, I think it might be a strictly more correct choice to pick up like Wall of Omens / Mana Leak here, but I have a very large love for things like Revelark, and this is similar enough to have my love.
Yeah, Grave Titan is my favorite Titan, but Sun Titan is the Titan I've gotten the most work done with. We'll open Lotus next path and have that going for us.
Yeah, both of these would be. It looks like we're gonna be in some sort of control-y deck, but we need the tools like Mana Leak to make it work.
And we're either a control deck or a value deck.
Well, we look like we're a value deck, but we could also just as easily be a control-y value deck. What the hell's going on here?
Well, we have cards I don't know what to do with. I don't think we can make use of Bazaar of Baghdad.
What about Pod?
Yeah, Pottergeddon.
Like, just thinking if we're gonna be the value zone, we could be like the hyper value zone and pick up the Pod. You know, like we pod our Revelark into Sun Titan, picking up 2.
Okay, that That's why you wanted Pod, is just that specific play, right? You're looking for a way to get Revelark to die.
Yeah, I am, but I think it's gonna be fine. Hmm.
If we're a control deck, there's two cards here for us,
There's just flat Day of Judgment.
and Shackles if we're that blue. Here's a new card in the power cube, Mister the Fast Bond, without the goofy wizard on it.
It's got the mirror art. I like that. That's new. Hinterland
Fast,
Harbor, Day of Judgment, our old good buddy Greater
the
Gargadon.
greatest card on.
Like, I think if I want to commit to being able to play Pod, I should do it now.
You can always play Pod with blood, but that's true.
No, I've got a kind of idea, like, that we are a Mirren Crusader and Faith's Fetters.
And Python Needle, but
And I don't. I simultaneously respect and have absolutely no respect for Python Needle.
Python Needle is like a card you never want to pick. It's a card you want to end up with.
Like, I think the card is garbage, and also I respect that the card has a purpose. But I think it's bad. But I respect that it's bad.
It's a perfect sideboard card, and that's about all it is. It's a good silver bullet.
I don't even know if I'd say it's perfect. It's just like, it is merely a sideboard card.
What the hell is Mom doing? Okay, the card I wanted to first pick came back. Okay.
You know what? That's fine. I also really wish we could pick up the Windswept Heath, but like, Mother of Runes?
Weird Mom, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think our current issue might be that there is another player at the table in blue-white. There was
What makes you say that another player is in blue, do you say, other than,
Tundra being gone? Yeah, that might be it.
Now, I was joking that someone was in blue in this cube.
Yeah, right. Who would be in...
We have no forests in our deck.
Yet. This is pack one.
If that were Elvish Mystic, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I know, it's Arbor Elf. It's the one that I don't like. Like, for this specific deck. I'm gonna pick this figure. I almost picked the stick.
Wisp and Academy Ruins.
Academy Ruins, eh? No respect for the stick. It always feels too combo-y, and it never comes together.
It's very gimmicky. It never does anything.
Basically.
We have no use for Academy Ruins yet, but maybe we will. E-Tutor's okay. We'll get a sword.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I feel like we don't have a strong direction yet, but
I think white is. I think Mirren Crusader, Wall of Omens, Mother of Runes, Revelark Sun Titan, like, this forms a core that I can build around, you see. So the question is what to follow up on the core that I currently have. There's a couple different directions. We have Elish Norn. We have
had to pod our Sun Titan into.
We have
Clamp and Monastery Minner.
Yeah, we have Clamp, which, like, we don't have token generation, but, like, let me tell you a secret about Skull Clamp. You don't need it.
You don't. There's. I think this is the. I think this right here is the choice where we decide if we're blue or not. Also, wow, look at that blue mana symbol on Delver. It's huge.
Holy crap! What is going on, Delver?
But like.
Look at the text, the name. Yeah.
But yeah, I think here is where we decide: are we blue? If we are blue, it is Counterspell. If we are not blue, it is something else. Or a Darker Waste.
Like, is Counterspell better than the Clamp?
I think Clamp is the safest pick. So I think picking Clamp here means we feel okay about not going into blue.
I like our blue, and I respect that we are blue. Hey, Yogswill, I picked the Counterspell.
So we have Ancestral Visions, Tamio, and Flooded Strand. Also Silmgar, not unconsiderable right now.
I think I'm gonna get behind. Do I want to get behind Tamio? I really like Tamio after our last uh, game.
She does a lot.
Answers a lot, draws cards. There's also the Flooded Strand I'm actually looking at. I know that's a weird, like, early consideration, but I feel it's powerful.
I think playing Cons of Tarkir has warmed you up to playing fixing. I'm going to say that with no proof. Tarmogoyf has huge mana symbols too. What the hell?
I don't even know.
Whoa, disenchant.
Look at that disenchant. It's really trying to get me to pick it.
But it's disenchant.
But it's like
okay.
with the whoa huge art. But it's disenchant.
Geist.
There's
Feel
guys.
good about our blue.
I'd pick the Stoneforge if I had a target.
Yeah, we have no batter skull. We have no sword. We have no reason to play Stoneforge.
Like, we don't have a good way to make Geist like difficult to block yet, but we have Revelark Sun Titan. Like,
Or we just let him die. And
yeah,
bring him
we
back.
just don't care. That's fine. I don't really want to pick up too much more top end here.
Yeah,
I really hope it has the promo cryptic. Yeah, that would own.
That would be very silly. Then there's the duck.
There's the duck. Duck's very powerful.
And steals a Mox. That's what he does when you play him.
Or double loot, because double loot.
He's a stone raid.
Question answered.
Yay! We're blue, everybody.
Also, it isn't the full art cryptic. I'm really disappointed in this.
Hope that Seeker of the Way comes back.
I hope that Savannah comes back.
Savannah, Seeker, or actually Wog I'd be cool with too.
Yeah. Strong pack. Like, I think I like this.
The only card I don't like out of here is Deceiver Exarch. Even though we saw Kiki going around.
Yeah. Have the Emrakul to stop the mill. Yeah.
Or yeah, it's how we stop Storm. Is Emrakul. No, we let the Storm person get Emrakul to go with their
Mind's
their
Desire.
thing. Their mind's desire.
Cryptic Command.
It does everything you need it to. Usually it draws you a card. Can we just pick Caracas?
I was actually going to just say Caracas here because it looks like we're getting a bit hosed at everything else. We do have a good interaction already. We have Caracas Venser. Now let me tell you. Also, Caracas gives us a way to make Geist of Saint Traft attacks work a little more.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this card's powerful. Like, respect.
I would play this as a colorless land in mini cubes. Also, I'm sad that the card to go with Caracas the most is not in this cube. What is her name? Mangara.
Yeah, that's too cute, I think.
Well, it's the basis of it used to be the basis. I don't even know if DT plays that anymore.
I don't know. Like, yeah, Ashiok. We could
Yeah,
get
the
Ashiok.
Yomi card.
We could get Ashiok on the wheel and play Vindicate Ashiok as our black cards. Yeah.
Let's play in 4-color.
Let's
just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm passing Armageddon, but yeah, I want fixing to be able to act. Like, here's the reason I want fixing. It's right here.
Yeah, we already passed an Armageddon, so let's pass the other one. We don't want to destroy our Caracas. It's too good.
Yeah. So, I've mentioned this before with Caracas, but one of its biggest power pieces for being, like, in the cube and such is that it's a kind of effective spell with this ability, but it takes up a land slot. So, like, all I ever have to do is play this over basic planes, and I just have this additional, like, minor upside that you use to defeat Neo X Death, That's how it works.
Hallowed Fountain.
Looks like Glacial Fortress. I guess we can get the fixing here. I'm happy the fixing's here because there's jack all.
Oh man, somebody's gonna have Crucible Wasteland Fast Bond.
Now,
yeah, what the hell is that?
I was going to say,
here?
I was actually bringing this up. You may be wondering what this was doing here. It replaced Elite Vanguard. So,
Right, that makes sense.
it is technically a strict upgrade.
But yeah, somebody's going to have Wasteland Crucible Worlds or Strip Mine Crucible Worlds and Fast Bond. And if you've never seen that before, what happens when you do that is you pay 5 life and cast one-sided Armageddon on your opponent.
Hey, there's Grove of the Burn Willows. Maybe I pick up that Underground Sea?
No, that wouldn't be worth doing.
Happy that these two are in the same pack?
Although we did just see that Deceiver Exarch go around. So, note to self: find a path to exile somewhere. Yay! I would like another piece of instant speed thing to
Yeah.
interact with that, though.
I know. But, like, Spellskite is a good interaction there. I'm happy with Underground Sea because it might let me splash Vindicate.
Or Ashiok. Wow. Here's questions. We have the Darker Waste and we have Factory.
Yeah, Delver's not in the equation because,
There's also Puppeteer Click. I don't think it's Puppeteer Click as much as I love that card.
Nah, Mishra's Factory is pretty safe. Like, we have Hall of Fountain Glacial Fortress. Like, I don't feel like I need the Darkar Wastes.
We do have Cryptic Command in the deck. And Counterspell.
That's fair.
And we can play Silumgar over Monetize, or do we play Monetize to have another piece of disruption? Like, sometimes Force Spike gets the job done.
Sometimes it does.
Often it doesn't.
I don't really think Dragonlord Silumgar... Like, the problem with Dragonlord Silumgar I'm having is that it's very expensive. Also, I don't respect Ajani there.
Are we actually going to pick Disenchant?
It's that or Zoran Orb.
Zoran Orb is an okay card.
I'm gonna grab Disenchant. It's not useless in this. Hey, Savannah.
Hey.
I accept you for unless I want like caves to be able to Vindicate.
Which splash do you want to support here? I knew it.
Well, yeah.
Which uncastable card?
Wow. So
Hey!
what the hell?
Nobody's in that deck. I'm sad.
Nobody's in red. All right. Did you know this is like the primo red card?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite cards. Yeah, Disenchant G-Volt is one in a wide instant destroy target instant or not instant sorcery artifact.
Wow.
I'm thinking about Robo Rose Rotter cards.
Destroy target instant or sorcery.
Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So we have Remand, Spectral Procession, Tide Hollow Sculler, not Turnabout.
I think Remand is the choice for more disruption.
I think so too.
Pretty easy for at least me to be able to want to be on.
We could have Spectral Procession and Cryptic Command in the same deck.
Yeah, fuck them.
We'll just have to find that Lightning Javelin that isn't here.
My current issue with my deck, and I don't know how true it is, I think we're playing a fair deck in an unfair format.
Yeah, I was thinking that. We don't really...
Like, we don't have anything super busted. Like, maybe if I don't think we'll even be getting much super busted. Like, I would love to get a Mox any color next pick here.
I'm really sad that
They removed Time Vault from the cube because Time Vault was too easy to infinite. Like,
yeah,
it was like super ridiculously dumb. Like there were about like 20 cards that could infinite. It was so ridiculous. We got Daze as much better copy of Mana Tithe. We've got... Wow, this is actually like not terribly huge. Silverblade Paladin.
One of the two, and I think I prefer Daze.
Yeah. Again, like early disruption.
You know, Loam is here, but I don't think anybody actually wants Loam in Cube.
I think somebody might be on that deck. Like Zoran Orb, Crucible Worlds, like Lands. Is Lands real?
I think they want lands to be real, but I think people don't respect lands enough for it to be real. I would like to draft lands, but
Yeah.
that's kind of hard to do. There's
What
also
are
Reckoner, but I don't think it's going to be Reckoner.
my problem with Reckoner is that triple white, like triple blue on Cryptic, is a lot easier to pull off than triple white on a 3-drop. maybe we'll get Reckoner come back around. Like, I guess let me put it out this way: Silverblade Paladin is a completely legit pick and might actually be the more correct choice over the days. But I feel that I don't have quite enough interaction with my opponent at the Mo. If I want interaction with my opponent, that's a way to do it.
That is a way to do it. Yes, I love that card.
Um,
But these are both ways to interact with our opponent having stupid cards. Because if they have their Lotus or whatever and they try to play their early thing, maybe we can get them with a countered spell.
yeah. So I find this a difficult choice personally. There's Punishing Fire to go with the Grove we saw tabling.
Mm-hmm.
There's this really cool. I love this card because it's just like throwing volcanic hammers, sort of thing.
Yeah, you lose a point at the volcanic hammer because you're merely throwing them, not having them tied to a stake or whatever.
Yep. But yeah, so Kitchen Finks is also like hyper good for this deck because we would be able to use Pod to ramp up to Venser or something. But Bribery is way too powerful. Like here's an argument for Bribery right here. Like.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, we got a lot of good choices.
We got O-Ring, we got Goat.
Man, they even like O-Ring with the Lauren art. I'm happy.
We got Soren.
Factor Fiction.
We got Factor Fiction.
Do I want more like just like I guess what am I looking for? Am I looking for like O-Ring would be nice as removal, especially because like if they kill it, Sun Titan just brings it back. Cloud Goat is Cloud Goat. I'm not feeling too bad about my like 10 creatures because quite honestly I'm a bit more of a control deck anyway, so like I don't feel bad about that.
O-Ring kills a walker.
O-Ring, I think O-Ring's fine. Factor Fiction's also good. Cloud Goat's also good. And like there's a world where we could pick either Soren or like Voice. Ooh.
Mini Jace, we got Exalted Angel, we got White Griptide and Murderous Cut actually.
Yeah. I don't think I care too much about Murderous Cut because White Griptide is here. Exalted Angel, though, is an interesting one.
It's a 3 and a 4.
I also like Mini Jace because Mini Jace with Sun Titan's a good combo.
It is. That's a good combo.
Like, I mean that's
I guess we don't have any card draw right now.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, he says draw 3 cards.
This is funky, but I'm gonna go with the Mini Jace. Like,
yeah.
Realistically, we probably aren't black or white or green, to be honest.
We might not even be playing the pod. Snaps.
I have Cryptic Command. Snapcaster's the auto pick here. Like,
yeah.
One mistake I've also made here is that like I really should have picked up a fetch land earlier.
What were we fighting over that Flooded Strand?
That was me fighting at like that was early, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a power pack though. You got Helix and Garruk and Prime Time and Thunderball, Bitter Blossom, Skin Render.
Yeah. But Snap's Cryptic is the real deal, like.
Yeah. We got Blade Splicer. We got
I'm
Shadow Mage.
Big fan of the Blade Splicer with this.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking about a creature that I want to recur, like top of the list for both of these, like at least for one that is targetable by both of these. Like there isn't many other creatures that are.
There's also Thada Adel Acquisitor.
What does this have a 2 on here? What the hell?
That's
wrong. I can tell you that's wrong. It's 4-2.
It's like a 4-2 on the flip, yeah.
What the hell?
We can actually play Cryptic Command infinite times if we
No.
ult Tom you.
Yes, yes. If we ult Tamio, I was gonna say not off of the.
Not off that, no.
No.
Augur Bolus?
How we looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Maybe not Augur Bolus.
What's the other choice here then? Like, honestly, like Augur or
Godless Shrine. Actually, think about playing that Vindicate since we have a bunch of fixing for it suddenly.
I'm just gonna grab the Augur. I don't. I'm thinking we're gonna stick 2-color just to be a bit safe.
And then we've
Jack
got
and
the,
all.
and then we have the Tidehauler Sculler.
Well, that card's not strong enough to be like the splash card.
Nah, but it would be like considering it when
I-
we have other.
I wouldn't though. Like even with like this isn't powerful enough for me to want to splash.
Fair enough.
Like let me tell you a story about Tidehauler Sculler. This card is my number one like favorite card out of shards. Like flat. I love the damn thing. That's why I feel terrible to say I don't think it's good enough.
Ah, no, you see, you play it, and then in response to the trigger, sack it to pod and get
Pod
Blade
sorcery.
Splicer.
Pod sorcery.
Right. They didn't make it super busted.
Man, if Pod was instant speed, get the
Yeah.
hell out of here.
Yeah. We don't have any other sack outlets. No, we have Vincer. In response to the trigger, we return
Lord.
Tidehauler Sculler to our hand. Okay.
Give me the power. Also, look at this. Like, nobody in red. Nobody in red.
Well, we already knew that.
I know. I know. I'm just pointing it out some more. Again, like, okay, looking at my deck, I don't feel like I'm in the vintage cube. I feel like I just have a good normal cube deck.
I'm not actually feeling that. Soren, maybe? That's like the thing. It or voice.
Yeah, Soren or voice, depending on like what I want. I have 2 pieces of fixing on both, I think. I might go with voice because it fits better with the pod plan. You know?
Yeah. And then white cryptite tables, because it always does. Yeah, I fear Thundermaw a little bit more.
Yeah, well, like, the person I passed to could use the Thundermaw more likely than they could use the Bloodbraid.
Yeah, Bloodbraid's harder to use. I'm more afraid of somebody going like Land Mox, Lotus.
Well, because right now, looking at our Green Splash, we have Sunpetal Grove, Hinterland Harbor, and Savannah. So, like, splashing for voice Birthing Pod seems okay.
I guess the question is, what do we pod into?
Well, like, Pod on 2, we have a lot of things to sack. We have Wall of Omens, Augur of Bolus, Snapcaster after use, and Voice. And I guess Spellskite if we want. But, like, all of those are cards that have already done their job when they were played, and it does a job on kill. On 3, we have Blade Splicer, Silverblade, Geist, and Kitchen Finks. Finks getting us up to Venser. Venser is kind of the weak point here. Like, we only have 1/4.
Yeah, that's where the pod chain breaks. But you can pod Venser into Revelark, getting back Venser, and then get Sun Titan, and then there you go.
Yeah, so I think that's fine. I don't think I care about Academy Ruins because we don't have enough artifacts for me to actually want it.
Also, we're at 27, so we only need a few cuts.
I think Figure's fine to cut in a 3-color deck.
Yeah. Figure's pretty okay to cut.
Yeah, that's the thing I want. Ancestral Vision... Ancestral Recall is one of the Power 9, not Vision. Vision is Vision is the suspend one that's very close to Recall. I mean, in the sense of, like, it's a blue 1-mana card that draws 3 cards, but Ancestral Visions has the delay.
Yeah. Still powerful, though.
Yes. So we need 4 cuts, 3 cuts? Yeah, 3 cuts.
Does Augur Bolus do enough work?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 1 in 6. no, 1 in 7 chance. No, 1 in 6,
Yeah.
which means it'll miss half the time. Which means I probably don't like it. Too close on the miss. I'm also thinking like one of the 3 drops maybe.
Yeah, maybe Silverblade Paladin, since we don't have any mini creatures. Like Mirren Crusader works on his own, but Silverblade Paladin kind of doesn't.
Silverblade Paladin, like, we want more, like, the problem is, like, I would want some sort of, like, big old evasive guy to go with it, and Revelark's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What about, like, Silverblade? Oh, well, I guess we do have Mother to go with it for, like, getting through, but, and then, like, Manative, maybe? Unless you've got a better idea.
Yeah, I'm okay pitching Force Spike.
Yeah.
I'm entirely okay with that.
It's like this, and then we just kind of call this good. Play like. Thing is, like, our only actual green card is voice, and I'm okay with that. See, like,
the harbor.
I guess the difference between like voice and Tide Hollow is like much higher, in that voice will still be doing something later. Yeah. I don't know. Voice is honestly the only reason I really want voice is because I'm playing pod, because like we don't have the. Like, the token it makes isn't going to be that big. Like, it's creatures you control. But, man, I wish we had a treasure cruise. That would own.
That'd be rather good.
Man, well, let's combine groups. We can't easily cast Cryptic, but we can cast Cryptic. Like, so, like, we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna have troubles with Cryptic, I think. Like, maybe. But, nope, that wasn't what I wanted. I want to sort by color. But I think we just have to play heavier on blue sources.
Which we want to do anyways. So we have an island already in the deck. We don't need any forests, thanks.
Nah. So do we want 6 and 4?
6 and 4 gives 7, 8, 9 blue sources.
And 8 white sources.
Either that or 7-3.
7-3. On 7 and 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have. Oh, Caracas is an extra planes. I'm fine with doing this.
Oh, right. I wasn't counting Caracas. Okay. This is fine. So we have.
So like here's our if I map our white sources, we have this, and this is white, and then for blue it's this, and this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So blue at 10, white at 8. I think we're doing all right. Without Revelark, check again.
Yeah, we that's why we're white, is because of Revelark.
Yeah.
Jed saw that, and then he did his thing where he picks Revelark.
Yes. I did that thing.
We didn't see Karmic Guide though.
Nope.
If only.
I'm very happy with like at least where we were placed, because I feel like with the cards we were passed in Pack 3, like Kitchen Finks making the rounds makes me feel a lot better about what we were doing, because we're...
Yeah, there's only one card I'm really missing.
For me, it's Karmic Guide.
For me, it is Wrath of God.
I don't actually feel like that's a huge missing for us.
Well, we all know I love Wraths, but I like Wraths in this format where people dump their hands with fast mana, but I think we'll do okay. If we can make it past round 1, we'll do okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right with this. We have Bribery as a superpower, you know. And
yeah, Bribery as the most powerful card in our deck.
We have Bribery, and then we have second Bribery.
We have Bribery, second Bribery, and if they play Homeward Path or whatever, we have Pod.
Man, I like the idea that, like, if something goes straight to hell, we can, like, Pod Mom into Snapcaster to grab, like, Cryptic, tap their team, and attack or some shit.
Yeah, with our Sun Titan.
Yeah, and we used a bomb to make Sun Titan, like, pro removal or something. I don't know, like... Bribery is pretty dang... the four.
Venture is our single four.
You found
So
it. There's the
we
look. We have a good chain, except at 4. Venture is the crux that holds it together. It's the only 4. Our 5s are good because we at 5 we have Revelark and Riftwing, and at 6 we have Sun Titan alone. And like at 2 we have a lot of like value cards, and 3 as well, Blade Splicer and Kitchen Finks. So like
see this is exactly fine. We'll just pod whatever we bribe away. Like if we need our 5 now, we just bribe and then pod what we bribe. And if it were Hearthstone, the dead creature would go into your dead creature list. So
Still-
Resurrect could get it.
still don't know how I feel about Resurrect existing.
I can tell you in this week's Tavern Brawl, it's a bear.
Ha.
Yeah, basically.
Not specifically because we could pod the Venser. Like, that's still, even if we have the Venser in hand, like, if we have Venser in hand, we can play Venser and then pod Venser up to Revelark, pod Revelark up to Sun Titan, get the Venser back, along with, like, I don't know, like Wall of Omens, and then, like, the pod chain continues. It's fine. This deck might have improved with the Tobal Field Deed. I don't know if we should have passed it. Like, Tobal Field Deed would have been alright.
Resurrect actually kind of sucks in the Tavern Brawl, except that it's a 2-drop.
Well, it's a
I like
2-drop
one-
that makes another. Oh wow!
Makes-
It makes a freaking like really shitty creature again. Doesn't
It often makes a shitty creature, but just having a creature that makes a spell that makes 2 creatures is often just good enough. Like Power of the Wild gets there.
Yeah, that's Power of the Wild's another card that I really want to do the Druid after this. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream that. You know, why not?
Yeah. I've been enjoying Mass Dispel because it says draw a card on it.
Yeah,
And people really like buffs in this format.
I'm gonna do that after this. Then that sounds like a good plan for the night. Fiesta can. Oh, also hello to everybody who's on like the Cabana. Cool.
Yeah, the Cabin Awesome.
I've tricked you.
The format is very RNG based, though. Obviously, basically. Oh no.
If the 30-second mark passed, that means at 30 seconds it auto submits. So that means they haven't built.
So
Yeah, we'll do Tavern Brawl after this so that we have some. Just because today can be the off Fiesta day for me at least.
if you're on the coin, you have a huge advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and that's weird because the creature you get off the coin kind of sucks. It's either target dummy or wisp. Like, I've never seen anything else. This looks like a keepable hand.
Yeah. We
Counter
might.
spell's a little awkward, but
Oh, that's fine. All right, let's see if our opponent's super busted. Also, this.
oh no.
Are they the red player? Well, that's what Spellskite's for, right?
Our opponent appears to be the red player.
Maybe. They didn't bolt me or play a 1-drop, so they can't be the red player, right?
Okay, no Mox. We've got a fair game.
Let's-
Hey, a real play.
Let's do that.
Okay, Mom.
Nice 3.
Mom and Spellskite. You can't resolve anything.
That sounds really powerful. Nothing resolves forever.
Oh, Jeskai Ascendancy. Okay.
Okay. Alright,
An
so
island?
Spellskite first. Look at the powerful O4s!
You got
Mana Leak me?
Monolink? Nope.
Is this Mana Leak? I almost hit F6. That would have been a mistake. I'm waiting to see a spell out of my opponent. I'll attack with Wall of Omens, and then we'll pass.
I cannot attack with a defender. As sad as that is.
Ah, it didn't even let me attack with the wall! Damn, Magic Online.
It's like in Hearthstone, how you can't attack with a 0-power creature. Swords? Okay, do we let that resolve, or do we Swords Skite?
You know, I've actually got a bad feeling here. I don't know. You know what red blue means, right?
He's gonna play Duck and then just steal Spellskite.
Well, he could do that, or he could like. Is he on a Pestermite combo? I guess we have interactions with Venser Counterspell. The problem is if he has a bolt to follow this up or anything like that, he can kill Mom, but he can't kill Spellskite.
So do we just let Mom go then?
Yeah, this seems funky because I played this to defend Mom, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like the Skite is a little more necessary.
Yeah, if we can get set up, we'll be able to put our opponent in jail. But we have to get We have to get set up first.
We're getting close to setup. I'm just passing the turn, I think. Leave up Venser.
You can attack with Spellskite if you wanted to.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah, because Celestial Flare is in the cube for whatever reason.
Alright. Johnny Vengeant.
You want to counter that?
What if I Venser counter it?
Wait. Don't you have to wait for it to come into play before you can...
Nope.
Wait, how you...
Watch this.
Alright, spell.
Check this shit out.
Yeah. I forgot that Venser can Mana War spells.
Check this shit out. Boom.
Even though that's like his main feature.
Come on, 5th land.
Yeah, come on, 5th land.
Yeah.
I guess this means we can, like, play one of our skies.
Or leave up counter spell.
Alright, yeah. I'm just so used to Modern Masters makes me think artifact creatures are tapped for mana. Yeah, like that's Alloy Mirror right there. It just lets him kill Venser though, right?
Nope.
Because we get to counter it.
Or it comes down and helixes Spellskite, like I give a fuck.
Alright, yeah.
Do I care to counterspell this?
That's probably alright to do such a thing. Welcome to jail.
Hello.
Uncastable spell. Okay.
We have a lot of those in our hand right now. That's why I'm doing this dumb Venser thing.
Welcome to stall. Are you afraid he's holding up Force Spike?
Yes.
Hey, it happened.
It was a 100% chance. I knew he had it when he thought a lot on my Mother of Runes play earlier. But I have ways of recurring that, so I don't feel too bad. That's kind of awkward, but not the worst.
Slow.
The Monastery Mentor is... yeah, I'm not sure what else I could have done there, but I feel like that was still okay. We're going to leave up blue, and we're going to play Blade Splicer here.
I just hope a Monastery Mentor can attack.
Well, like, Monastery Mentor could... Well, there's no way Monastery Mentor attacks. I, like, block with Wall of Omens, and you have to, like, double prowess to even get over it. The prowess is very... Oh.
Ah, the brainstorm.
Welcome to fucking hell, asshole. Like...
Okay.
Just eat it.
I mean, if he taps out and
I want you to
or
come.
his blues tapped. Let's see if he finds island with his brainstorm.
But yeah,
If we have land on top, we can just play Sun Titan.
I wish I could have played around the Force Spike, but I'm fine with him using it because I'd rather not my Sun Titan get spiked, I guess.
Yeah, because the thing he's going to do, if we didn't force the spike, the thing he would have done would have been play Monastery Mentors and Brainstorm.
I guess maybe the issue would have been maybe I shouldn't have just picked up the Venser. I don't know. Well, anyway, I would like my opponent to attack with Monastery Mentor because I'll block with Wall of Omens. Fire. Our opponent knows what's up.
He knows the trick. Although little does he know, we actually want Blade Splicer to die.
Yeah, get owned. So here's a thing about. I think I've brought this up, but I'll bring this up for the for those who weren't around for the last time. Spellskite lets me redirect anything that isn't targeting Spellskite to Spellskite. Fire is already targeting it, so I can't redirect this one point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy that my opponent has chosen to use fire, you know? Like, I guess
This-
Bolt might be like the worst follow-up.
Yeah. If he's got Bolt, that means he can also just attack. He's got Bolt.
Yeah, okay. The good thing here is that he's burning a lot of the things so that those monks aren't prowessing, but because these can't all attack, but he's getting a bunch of free tokens. I would bet our opponent's a young pyromancer opponent.
Oh, definitely. He's playing the more expensive, better version of. You want to take 4 here, effectively, or
Wall of Omens can block for a reason, right?
true enough. That was kind of the card I was thinking of when I didn't want to block with Ball of Omens.
I don't feel too bad about it. Like, I have other plays, too. Like Riftwing Cloudscape, bounce the Monastery Mentor, perhaps?
Hmm.
Really,
Yeah,
I really want that land as the...
Yeah, we really want the land, so yeah, we'll just drop our Cloud Skate down. Seems fine.
Let's... Funnily enough, this doesn't work with the pot at all because the Sun Titan's in my hand.
Yep. Or do you want to kill a token?
Let's kill a token. The other play there would have been like Mirror Crusader suspend the Cloudscape.
Yeah.
6 mana, 3 cards in hand. Post Brainstorm. Alright. This is what our opponent's all about.
Now let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is... Wow, and I'm taking like 15 or some shit from... No, I'm taking like 10 from this. Alright. So I avoided 3 damage by doing that. I really need that Sun Titan down. Like, that needs to be my next land.
Yeah, we need to have...
That is not it.
It might stem the bleeding, though. 1 card in hand. Just play it and leave up Mishra's Factory.
Yeah. So, I don't think we've ever seen Monastery Mentor on a side of the table. This is what it frickin' does.
Yeah, if you're just full of cheap spot removal, as it turns out, and
Would-
Brainstorm.
Which is all my opponent is, really.
Okay.
So if he has a final piece of spot removal, I get to take 1 billion damage.
If he has it right now, we're not quite dead. We're just mostly dead.
Was this flying crane technique? That's not in this format. Get out of here.
Amazing.
I am
Oh,
fucked as hell. Ugh. Sphinx's rev. Anyway, target assembly worker gets +1/+1 to live through this fight. I am hella owned.
yeah, we take 6 here, and then our opponent's got to have as many cards in hand as we do. And we get Sun Titan and get to kill a token?
With what?
3 or less. Okay. I forget exactly what we get back with this then.
Blade Splicer is Spellskite?
Hmm.
I'm gonna go
I
with
guess
Blade Splicer.
that helps us block the most effectively.
Well, the problem is I
would,
pay life for
yeah,
the Skite.
this guy would let us dodge bolt to the face, but he doesn't actually need that right now.
At least he can't cryptic me. Some sort of bolt to the face. Oh my god, I'm getting kung fu owned.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh good god. And then he gets to loot, and also his team gets +1/+1 twice.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
He's just gonna kick me in the face. Discarding land. And then he just like plays a removal spell. Right? Like any card.
He's got 3 lions in hand. Okay.
Well, he loots though. He continues to loot forever.
Well, if if he had 3 lions in hand, we'd have been okay. But he had the Boros signet, so he gets to loot away one of the 2 lions in his hand right now.
Also, like any one of these is now lethal because they're all 5/5s and they're all going to become 6/6s when Jeskai Ascendancy goes off, which means Sun Titan's going to have to freaking trade.
Yeah.
And there's a land he's discarding. Removal. Removal.
Okay, that's it, kids. We're done here.
This is what happens when basically his entire deck revolves around either that monk or the that's good to know. I now know not to spend any of my spending my counterspell on the Ajani was just incorrect, you know? Now I know.
Yeah, we do know. And although Ajani, well, with Spellskite and play, Ajani is less impressive.
Right, like I should have just let it go, and that was a mistake.
So let's consider. He's got a Mox, he's got a Signet, he's got Ascendancy. We do have Disenchant. Do we need that? That's assuming he has a little bit more to go with his Ascendancy than just nothing.
I'm sitting here thinking what's bad against him. Voice is fine, it's 2 guys. O-Ring is necessary because we need removal for his Disenchant would be okay.
Unexpectedly absent?
Wait, you mean take out one of the few cards in our deck that can interact with Monastery Mentor?
I know that feels wrong, so it
I,
probably is wrong.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing there. Like, I don't agree with you in any shape, way, or form.
I'm digging for an answer here. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
just.
no, bribery is perfect. It steals his monastery mentor. And then he has no creatures.
I don't believe my opponent only has Monastery Mentor. I believe our opponent only has win conditions and.
Well, we know what half his deck is burn spells, so he knows that. So Spell Skite is great, is the end of
Yeah.
the day. I think we just ship it.
I'm okay with this. I wish I had
Oh,
a little
yeah.
more interaction, but Mother of Runes, if we can get it to, like, stay alive, is pretty good.
Yeah, then we just slam it and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. We get Jace on 3.
I hear that's pretty good.
It's like, alright. And this is Chain Lightning. Yep.
Okay, Chain Lightning.
It sucks because, like, I can tell you what most plays will be, but we don't have any way around any of them, you know?
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely blue-white aggro. That is exactly the deck we are. Okay, he's got Signet, too. You like Jace or Wall of Omens?
I like Jace because next turn Wall of Omens with Counterspell.
Yeah. So target player draws a card, so they
Yeah.
say.
I'm not handing my opponent free cards, thank you very much.
He's got Lightning Strike in hand, though, right?
Nah, he's got like a Johnny Vengeance in hand. That's the better play if he got to land a Johnny Vengeance and kill Jace.
Now we're playing Mirror Crusader because we're desperate for creature. Yeah, look at every other card in her hand. Figuring out how to play a Signet.
Oh, gee. Alright, so he does have both the Young Pyromancer and the Monastery Mentor, like I suspected. So he's going to follow that up with like a Lightning Strike at Jace? Incinerate. Close enough.
Okay, close enough. So I guess we play something. Either Wall of Omens or Mirror. Well, yeah, Wall of Omens.
Yeah, Wall of Omens. Alright. Then we have Counterspell up. Next turn I can play Mirren Crusader, which will just get bolted.
I feel as though you've settled into some kind of despair.
No, I feel that's pretty realistic an expectation. Like, if my opponent's hand isn't, like, 3 ways to kill Mirren Crusaders, something's gone horribly wrong for them, and they kept the 7, so...
Yep, true enough. Maybe that means we...
Young Pyromancer comes at us. We block. Does he, like, care to spend removal to get Wall of Omens out of the way?
If he does, that's one of the ways that we win the game.
Yeah.
Are we just going to leave up Remand and Counterspell? Or do we just... Yeah, we play the Crusader.
I was just saying, there's, like, absolutely not, because Remand is pretty freaking bad against that.
Yeah. You want to Remand, like, what, a Johnny?
Yeah, we want to remand like Sphinx's Rev or some shit if he goes for that. He did not, unless he's waiting. I feel like I need to leave Counterspell up because of like a Sphinx's Rev coming.
Yeah, that seems okay to me. Can we attack?
Yeah. He'll chump. That's good. Alright, I'm going to suspend Cloud Skate. And then we'll pass and counterspell if he Sphinx's Revs? I really thought after a Ponder our opponent would be on a lot more gas than he currently is on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, you don't get to do that.
Illegal maneuvers, please stop. Nobody told you could do that.
Okay, island. I wonder what they did that blank turn that was just nothing.
I'm saving the O-ring for shit like this.
Yeah.
Lord. Alright. And that Sphinx's Rev sure isn't coming.
He's flooded.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Spell
Yep.
skate. And now we attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't let Jace resolve.
Yeah, God, no.
No, not even with our O-ring.
Not happening. Like, I don't care if I'm holding the answer. Impulse. Alright. This is like Anticipate, but better. For
Yeah,
those.
remember that?
Yeah.
I'm sad it's not the original text on it. Like it was a real old card where it says, then shuffle your library
Then
at the
shuffle
bottom.
your library. Yeah, Spellskite draws all the cards. It's all
Oh no,
life.
that was the original Robo Rosewater card. Was the original Impulse.
Then shuffle your library.
Look
Oh,
at the
hey,
top.
look. It's time.
What do we return? The token or higher?
Token.
Or
Let's just
young
get
money?
token out of here.
Yeah.
Young money.
Yeah. Can we actually play that? I count 7 mana, so yes?
I'm gonna attack first.
Nah, that seems like a good idea. With our hasted Riftwing Cloudskate.
Mm-hmm. He's in a chump position. Okay.
Oh, he does not like the cards in his hand, does he? So what do we tap here? Or do we just draw 2 cards? Creature. Okay, not... It's creature, not a...
It's permanent.
No, I mean to draw cards. So we tap something. Tundra, maybe?
Yeah. That's good. That means he's not on the Sphinx's Rev, which is like the card I'm scared of for him to pull out of the hole, you know? Wog? Alright. He can cast that if I remand it. So...
Like, do you want to force him to, or...?
No, I think I'd rather hold the remand for, like, his Sphinx's Rev to force him to put it back in his hand and wait.
That seems fine, yeah.
Maybe not the best, but alright.
We've seen the revelations. Yeah, he casted first game.
He cast it first game. We're talking, like, I'm not talking out my ass on the Rev.
Uh-huh.
Now that's a... Ugh. Oh, no, okay. No, I've got the answer to that. That's fine.
Oh, you just tap his island? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That was scary for a second, but then...
Whew.
Okay.
That could have been a lot worse. Oh, and a follow-up, too.
Gross.
Float your blue!
Yeah, float your blue and make us do this second main, because we will totally do that.
Do it! Do it!
He's thinking. He didn't do it.
Get out of here. Also, here's a hexproof jerk. I'm tapping low for this because I don't... Like, if he has the rev, he probably doesn't immediately slam it.
I think it's worth getting down. Especially
Right.
since we're like... we're very close to... We're not actually that far away from ulting Tamio. And if Remand is the card in hand, we have...
Yeah.
Wait, we've done that before. Oh no, does he have the does he have the Sphinx Rev on top of his deck?
He doesn't have the blue to use it if he does, because it's double blue and white.
I feel as though we were winning this game now.
Ooh.
I feel as though we were winning this game now. We could fake counter Sphinx's Revelation twice.
Mm-hmm. I like how we can't real counter it, but fake counter. Yeah, we can fake counter for days. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, but we are putting it as a problem in that he's dying before 10-year-old goes off.
Sorry. Hexproof. Hmm.
Yeah, how's that lightning strike doing you?
This is what happens when the like cantrip deck falls apart.
Yeah, he got flooded, it looked like.
Yeah, like I really thought after that ponder, like he was going, like you called my mood pretty effectively. I didn't feel like we were quite in the game, but like he just like all of a sudden he pondered and his hand and deck turned to mush.
He's like, okay, ponder, okay, top 3 are lands, okay. What do you mean the
Shuffle
top
land.
6 are lands?
Oh. I'll crack my fetch. There's still lands. Hmm. So, we talked about the power of, like, Mirren Crusader maybe not being so good here.
Oh. I'm not sure. Yeah, it does die to bolt, sadly.
Well,
I guess
that's-
Disenchant doesn't.
Right, and how many bolts does our opponent have? Like 17, right? Like
Yeah.
either Mana Tithe or Disenchant. I don't know if Mana Tithe actually might catch him on, like, his Sphinx's rev.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm gonna... Oh, this feels weird, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, he owned us with Force Spike. Let's own him with
Let's
Force
own him
Spike.
with Force Spike, yeah.
Let's Force Spike his Force Spike. Even though that cannot possibly happen.
Alright, let's go
Because-
ahead and...
Let's mulligan
let's
hand.
mulligan this hand.
This is a little awkward, but
Who needs spells to win the game, right? Oh, this hand freaking blows and I love it. Visions. Alright, he does have the ancestral visions.
okay, he does have visions.
Alright. Okay.
Now all we need is a creature at all. We have 10 of those, right? If only we could pod our 0 into a 1.
Right?
Wait, yeah, you can't actually do that, I don't think.
Okay.
Do you want to attack with...
No.
Face yourself?
No! God, no.
Oh, right.
Holy
he's
crap,
the bolt,
no.
He's the
Yeah.
bolt man.
I just want
Right,
to lose
okay.
I just want my land to die for no reason
Yeah,
to his
Stone
fire
Rain.
or incinerate or lightning bolt or, like, I don't know, like 7,000.
Yeah, we could pod into Mom if we really wanted to go Stone Rain ourselves, but
Young Pyromancer's here, followed by like a Ponder or some shit.
can we just play that?
Yeah, let's get Force Spiked. Ooh.
I'm envisioning a world where he attacks next turn.
Perhaps. With, like, unexpectedly absent playing a support role.
Yeah.
You cannot
Not.
pod at instant speed. No.
Yeah, we went over that earlier. Well, he didn't attack.
Only...
Does he value his young pyromancer more than?
Yes, yes, he does. Because his young pyromancer represents one of his 2 creatures that works with his entire deck. You know, right? Like
So
that's how
do
his
we
deck
attack
functions.
with our unexpectedly absent? Let's see what we draw.
Yeah, let's wait till the draw. He's got ice on my land. On Caracas because the obvious Caracas play is missing. So he gets his. Problem is he's getting so many cards on the next turn with that Ancestral Visions. And I can't actually unexpectedly absent anymore. Wow.
Yep, he saw our plans.
I am transparent and blown out as hell. I am willing to get pod down, I think.
Pod. Yeah.
Pay 2 life to get pod down. And then, like, I could pod Geist to Venser if the need arises.
When does the Geist token die?
End
The end of combat?
End of combat, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, that would be cool. No, we can't pop the angel tokens.
Yeah, that's the exact thing I was just speculating. Yeah, we could pod into Venser, into Revelark, into Sun Titan. That's the line of play that would be.
The problem there is I think it's more likely pod into Venser into, oh my lord.
Lightning Bolt.
Into get bolted because there's no way somebody lets me have pod. And yes,
And then once our 4 is done, that's just the end of pod chain.
Mm-hmm. His young pyromancer is quite powerful because it's just creating a board out of nothing, which is annoying to say the least. And the fact that he has 8 cards in hand after this is very annoying. We need some real power to get like this situation under control, and I'm trying to think.
I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, like what is it? Pod into get murdered. Yeah, Cabanag's got the whole of it. Our opponent's doing like legacy work. Like this is a legacy deck that's extremely powerful.
Okay, I know the Wrath that we could have both agreed on, and it's called Balance.
Yeah, that never came up.
Yeah, I would own. That'd be like a mind twist right now.
My god, yeah, that resolves and. No, our lack of a Wrath was something we talked about during the deck building phase, and quite honestly, I'm not sure if Wrath would be enough to get us out of it, because, like, what are the odds that actually resolves? Is, I guess, the question?
Yeah.
Is he following this up with Jace or something? That would be, like, rude. I think my best case here is that he taps out, I play Bribery, Steal, and Elish Norn for my opponent, and he just goes, no, and loses.
We can only hope that he has Elish Norn in his deck, my god.
Right? Well, look at this. He's got a ton of,
We've seen Force Spike. That's his sequel counter spell.
Yeah.
So do you go for the Beijing Gold, or do you hold up Cryptic Command?
I can't Cryptic. Like, it's double.
Right, where do we have? Okay.
So
go for the Beijing Gold, or do you play hold up Unexpectedly Absent?
That's the question, ain't it?
He does have 7 cards in hand, but only a single counter in his entire deck that we saw.
It would function here.
Well, there is one circumstance in which bribery wouldn't do anything. And that is if Monastery Mentor is in his hand, and that is actually the only 2 creatures in his deck.
Nah, he's got the persist.
Right, yeah, Glen Elendra, yeah.
Yeah, he clearly has a response with freaking 4 mana and 7 cards in hand. Let's think. Let's think on this. My opponent is yes, I expect us to get owned next turn on like Jeskai Ascendancy, blur, blur, blur. I don't care what follows. Show me.
Show me your moves. Well, his tokens will have prowess after he plays Jeskai Ascendancy.
Wow, it really is. So I got bad news for everybody. I'd like you to take a look. So this is one of the other powers I get to have from looking through his deck. I now know the contents of his hand. Can you, anything you see missing from here, Gnome? I can think of a number of cards already just gone.
Yeah, like Lightning Strike, and Electrolyze, and
Incinerate?
Incinerate. You know what our life total is, kind of?
At least it's just guys and Electrolyze is here. Electrolyze is there.
Okay.
Jace is a missing card.
Okay, so Jace. I have some bad news, my friend. And the bad news is we are losing the game maybe next turn.
Yeah, he's just gonna like bolt the fuck out of us at end step. Alright. Let's give me your hand. Let's take a look at that, you know. We can see his entire deck contents. His hand probably has like I guess we'll see. Oh look, a lightning strike. Oh my god. I can't I let me see. Jace, you say? Wow, his hand's actually like not that powerful.
So do we get rid of Jace or do we get rid of Incinerate? I think we get rid of Jace.
I think we get rid of Jace and try to like wiggle out of this.
We just have to draw Sun Titan.
The Wigglers.
Though Sun Titan doesn't do anything. I guess we attack with Geist if
Wigglers. No, I've got plans. Alright, his hand's not as bad as it could be. It's bad, but not as bad as it could have been. Here's Jeskai Ascendancy off the top. Hell yes. Now we're ultimately fucked.
Well, he either off the top that or that's what he drew with
Oh my god, help.
Click.
Please send help.
We're taking a lot of damage here.
Good thing. Yeah.
Okay, we just need to draw Mindslaver and the mana to use it. Wow.
Go 3 against the burn deck. Oh my god.
Too little, too late.
Yeah, that was like, you know, this is the play that kept us in the game if this wasn't coming down, you know? Like, all of a sudden we would be like, yeah, we'd be taking damage here. Yeah, we'd be, like, in a bad way, but we wouldn't be dead.
But now he just goes around.
Yeah.
Sphinx's Revelation. Yeah.
uh,
I think this is a key thing to show off. Our deck really didn't have like a clear focused plan.
his did.
His deck sure the hell does.
Like our opponent has a hella plan.
He was missing some pieces to fill it out because of his exactly two cards that can win him the game. But
Right. All right. I don't know. I'm happy to have shown off that though.
nah,
Silent Veto was the one who disappeared.
oh, I'm sad. But we got to tip our toes back into Cube and maybe learn a little about.
Well, honestly, we got to show off a different archetype that I don't think we've actually seen before, which is the Young Pyromancer style deck. Like when you think the red-blue deck, that's the deck I'm always thinking of.
Cube is not Swiss. It's a single LM.
Well, there is a Swiss Cube. I don't play it though. I always go in the single limb because that's how I do. But yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring the stream down, I'm going to open up Hearthstone, and then we're going to go ahead and, as I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and do some Tavern Brawl, because I mentioned that was going to be interesting.
Yeah,
So
I'm interested in this.
So join us in a little bit. I'll be right back. Sorry, Kavanaugh, the Tavern Brawl was already part of the plan. There'll be more Cube later, though.
There will definitely be more Cube.